Alright, so tonight we're going to actually do something. I mean, usually I don't do anything. I always go to sleep and whatnot. But tonight we're gonna go outside and we're going to play where I left off on the Abbey. Now, you don't really need to do this, but since, you know, there's really nothing for me to do now, so I might as well just do this. And it looks like these legendary things regenerate, so it's very interesting. Alright, let's run off and do what we're supposed to do on this. I consider this a side quest. I don't consider this a main quest, because main quests are not like this. Alright.
All will be restored.
Oh, I can't go through here. So I don't have all of the words of power yet.
Hippus brings renewal.
But you're gonna need to get all of them. So the mirror is in pieces.
Lessons of Hippus.
And you gotta get these pieces. And it's very important you get these legendary chests, because later on it will unlock more legendary chests. And it will refill too. So let's get the first mirror piece. So there it is, the seal fragment.
Like
that's what they're calling it.
Seal.
Because you need the fragments to create one seal. Journal. This is a side quest, basically. At first, I didn't know. I thought it was a main quest. But why? It might be. I don't know. Because once you get to a certain point, right, they might force you to do it.
There must
I don't
not
remember
be
how to unlock this.
She believes in our
And I don't want to
purpose.
open the rare ones, but I'm also looking for these cards, because apparently I'm missing one suit, and because I don't have the cards. So we're gonna try to find the mirror piece, which I think there's another one.
Another moon seal fragment.
So there's another moon
What is this
piece
doing
fragment.
here?
What exactly what we are looking for? Can't go through there.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
You of all people should have known better.
I realize that now. But hindsight is always 20/20.
And the result?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her.
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I believe I have found some pieces already.
Of course you have. There is one more piece left to find.
Mother.
Well, I don't even know where the last piece is, to be honest. I mean, I can't remember. Oh, I need to do this trial. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Autumn be praised.
Alright, I can't do this unless I unlock the pieces. Oh, very interesting. That sucks.
Autumn, show me the way.
Alright, the question is, where is the last... Oh, I know where the last moon seal is. The last moon seal is where the vine is. And it's all the way back before coming in here. Now I remember. There was this place where there was this vine. I think it's here. That I couldn't get past.
Autumn must not see it that way. Hippus will provide. This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find.
So this is the last moon seal. Are you serious? Agatha asked me to move all the way back there? You can't be serious. I have to go all the way back to the original thing? I don't think so. I'm not going there. Let's see if we can go here. Because that's crazy. You want me to go all the way back to the Abbey? Oh yeah, she wants me to go all the way back to the Abbey, alright.
Mother.
Crazy, crazy stuff. Come all the way back here just to talk to her. Totally ridiculous.
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the moon seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations.
What is this strange growth on the grounds?
Well, it may seem like...
Alright, don't talk about useless things I don't need. And I can't get the thing unless I go out of the place. So it's close to her cottage. So it's here.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal.
Thank God I'm not running. I mean, the first time around, I didn't know I could do these fast travels, and I actually ran. Can you believe it? Running all around doing that?
I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I am glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
Alright, now that that's done, I get all my cards. So I'm gonna have to run around here to pick up all the cards, and that's gonna be a hassle. Which way? Alright, this is, if I go up from here, that's where the seal is. And they won't let me fast travel. Ridiculous. Why am I returning the altar again? Wait a minute, what do I... Oh, I have to pick up the moon seal. That's why. Why don't you just give it to me?
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready. I was born to do this.
That is something.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
Yo, quit giving me, like, these... You know, these enemies. As long as I KO them, my turn will keep on going.
You are too weak for this fight.
Interesting.
I am impressed. This is a serious predicament for you.
Man, so close to dying. That soul bond is the worst thing ever. So best kill that off. I need to beat 16.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Alright, this set battle is interesting. Have 2 more plays. And I can't do anything there.
Now that was something. They must know my reputation.
2, 4, 5. So I have 5 more.
If you believe everything
and
an
2 more
old
turns,
witch will
which
tell
is
you,
correct.
when the now
The only problem
corrupt
is
Set descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
Now, why do you have to be you? What? No way. Oh my god. This is sad. I can't hit him.
Your mother abandons you.
13, I need to kill 3 more. So they gave me a move, but the move isn't, you know, isn't a shove. We killed 16. I guess you could say that's easy.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts,
Oh, look at my blade
when
storm.
Autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
the untold price of favored by the Elder Gods.
Alright, that's cool.
Feel my call. You have earned this. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
What? Well, that's interesting.
Leave some for the rest of us. You can thank me later.
Well, we already surpassed it, so it doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
So, you know, we're moving on in the Abbey and doing this quest here. We got in the moon. I think pretty much everything's done. And we're gonna find the secret. So this is the last power.
Oh, this looks like it belongs here.
So basically, the last power can blow up any rocks that you may have, so to speak.
Break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
So this is where Wanda killed her.
Set is in good humor today.
But in truth, someone already was down here.
If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide.
This is Lilith's place.
Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Ashtur?
I always respected Ashtur, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden, this was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon for me?
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster?
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became, I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
All this time, all these years, how could you?
I don't expect you to forgive me anytime soon, Hunter. But at least you know the truth.
I hope your conscience is clear now.
I will carry this with me for the rest of my years. You can take comfort in that, Hunter.
Whoa, there's 2 legendary chests. Wait, where's the legendary chests? Oh, there they are.
You feeling all right?
I don't remember the 2 legendary chests. We got a legendary print. Ancestral. Oh, I already had that. This is ancestral guidance. What is this? But I'd never gotten that summon Charlie. What's the ancestral guidance thing? Whoa, that is cool. Anyways, we're gonna stay dark. For now, anyways.
Set revels in his blessing.
Alright, someone needs to remember this because I don't remember it. Swiggly, android, up, and weird, and then down. Alright. Get me out of here. Ah, they won't let me get out of here this way.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you.
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Alright, so that's basically done. Everything is done. Right? I mean, you just need to break these things here and then roam it.
Father of serpents is smiling.
Roam wherever you want to roam. And I haven't even figured out what some of the thing does. Like this thing. There's this weird monster in here. Never figured out what that was supposed to do.
That is something.
That thing popped out. That thing's not even important, so maybe I could smash it. Nope.
He does not seem interested in breaking that.
Alright. Anyways, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, we got everything. Oh, wait. I need to go back to this. What is that? Swiggly. Android. Something. Oh, man. Great thing is I took a picture. You know, that's a great thing with a phone nowadays. Remember back in the day where you actually needed a digital camera? So, swiggly thing. Android. And then up. Weird thing and then down. So these things keep refilling. So you always want to get them first. Because each time they refill, you come get them again. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna go to sleep and we'll continue on with the story.